All praises belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the beneficent, the most merciful, who blesses his servants in so many ways. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala certainly loves us. Extreme love that you cannot find any other love like that of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to his servant. It is part of his love to us that he grants us so many bounties, so many ni'mah that we wouldn't be able to enumerate. This is what he said in one of the verses of the Quran, that even if you wish to enumerate the favors of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on you, you won't be able to do so. So among those great bounties and ni'mah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the ni'mah of Islam, the religion which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala approved for him to be worshipped through it. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala attaches guidance to followership of that religion. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decided that whosoever take any guidance or any way of life in worshiping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala apart from Islam, certainly that way has been rejected and it will never be accepted from him. Congratulations to us, O Muslims, for the fact that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has opened our hearts to have followed the fitrah, that inbuilt inclination of human beings to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is what is known as a fitrah. Because Islam, whosoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opens his heart to have embraced Islam, has indeed attained success in this world and the hereafter. In this light, Allah the Most High said, direct yourselves towards the religion inclining to the truth and inclining to the truth. This is the fitrah, inclination, inbuilt nature that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created every man upon it. There will be no change in the fitrah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and this is the correct religion, such that perhaps even though so many people did not know. It is recorded in the book of Bukhari and Muslim. The Prophet of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that every child is born on the fitrah. He is born as a Muslim. It is thereafter his parents will make impact on him to either change him to be a Christian or to be a Jew or to be a worshipper of fire. So, or to be a worshipper of the fire. Just like an animal, if you see a sheep, it gives birth to a sheep. A goat gives birth to a goat. How have you ever seen a goat or sheep that is born with its ear or part of its body being cut? No, it is when it is born, the owners will cut part of its body as a mark to identify it or something of that nature. So that's how every child is being born as a Muslim, clean on the millah of Islam. All you Muslims, we should congratulate ourselves because of the followership of this religion which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose for all the messengers before our messenger Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. All that they preached was the concept of Tawheed and oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, only that their own sharia were different. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam said that prophets of Allah are paternal brothers. Their mothers are different, but their religion is one. All the messengers who came before the Prophet ﷺ were Muslims. They preached Islam, they preached Tawheed, and also they died as Muslims. So the religion of Islam that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam with is an extension of that da'wah which the prophets before him made. Therefore, from the coming of the Prophet ﷺ to the end of this world, no way of life, no religion will ever be accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala except the religion of Allah, because the Sharia of the Prophet ﷺ has abrogated all other ways of life that came before him. Allah the Most High also named all those who hold fast the truth among the Anbiya, messengers of Allah and the followers, their followers before the Prophet ﷺ. Allah the Most High named them as Muslims. There are so many verses confirming this in the glorious Quran. Some of such verses, number one, is the saying of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala concerning the grandfather of the prophets of Allah, Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam. Allah said, remember when Allah told Ibrahim that you should submit yourself as a Muslim to me. Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam unconditionally said, Aslamtu li Rabbil Alamin. I have submitted myself as a Muslim to Allah, the Lord of the universe. Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam and Ismail also, it's recorded in the Quran that they asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make them Muslim. Waja'alna muslimin, Rabbana waja'alna muslimin. Oh Allah, make us Muslims. Also make our dhurriyyahs Muslims, ummatan muslima. So also Allah the Most High negated either being a Jew or a Christian or a worshipper of the fire from Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam. He said Ibrahim was not a Jew, nor a Christian, rather he was a Hanif Muslim. He was a follower of Islam and he was not among the polytheists. Allah the Most High also told us that Ibrahim and Yaqub gathered their children and they gave them wasiyah. They commanded them that they should never allow themselves to die except being Muslims. This one also is in the Quran. Allah the Most High also said about Yaqub alayhi salatu wasalam concerning his children when he gathered them and asked them, who were you going to worship after my demise? They confirmed that we will certainly be worshiping your Lord and the Lord of your great fathers, Ibrahim, Ishaq, the Lord of Ibrahim, the Lord of Ismail, the Lord of Ishaq, who is the only deity worthy of being worshipped, and you should bear witness that we were Muslims. So also, again, Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam also confirmed that he was a Muslim. He said, "Wa umirtu an akuna awwal al-muslimin." I have been commanded to be the front runner among the Muslims. Musa alayhi salatu wasalam also told his people that Allah the Most High commanded me, O you people, if you are submissive to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, therefore you should rely on him if at all you were Muslims. Sulaiman alayhi salatu wasalam sent a letter to Bilqis commanding her that this message was from Sulaiman alayhi salatu wasalam, that you should not be arrogant for me, therefore you should come to me and submit yourselves to me as Muslims. So also in the Quran, Allah the Most High named the house of Lut alayhi salatu wasalam as the house of Muslims. He said that when the angels went there to destroy the people of Lut alayhi salatu wasalam, they said, we had never found a house except only one house of the Muslims. Which house was that? The house of Lut alayhi salatu wasalam, telling us that Musa, Isa, Sulaiman, Musa, and Noah, and all of them were Muslims, and they preached what? They preached Islam. Therefore, Muslims should be congratulated and should hold fast the religion of Islam and be worshiping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala without associating partner unto him. So also the Hawariyun, the supporters of Isa alayhi salatu wasalam, Isa asked them, who was going to be my supporter to Allah the Most High? Those Hawariyun said, we are the supporters of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Amanna billah. We believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and bear witness that we were Muslims. So also, O you Muslim, if one reflects on the large number of the kuffar in this world and the way they suffer with their wealth, with their energy in worshipping other deities apart from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, one will only thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and being more devotional to him because of this great ni'mah for choosing Islam to be one's religion. Allah the Most High says, whomever Allah the Most High wishes to guide, he opens his chest to Islam. O you Muslims, this Islam is your honor. Therefore, do not ever forsake it. Do not leave it. Your honor is there in Islam. Hold it fast. It will take you to the blessings and to the favor of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in paradise. In the end, we should ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless us with successful death as being Muslims, because it's great ni'mah that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bestow on his righteous servants. See Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam, after attaining whatever position he had attained, in the end of his life, Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam affirmed all the ni'mah made to him by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and in the end he said, Tawaffani Musliman. Oh Allah, take my life as a Muslim, indicating that Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam was a Muslim. So also the enemy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Fir'aun la'natullahi alayh, knowing that no success, no mercy of Allah one will ever get except if he died as a Muslim. So when Fir'aun discovered that he was going to be drowned, it was that time he declared his iman in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He said, Amantu, I believe, I submit myself, to whom the Banu Israel submitted themselves, and I am among the Muslims. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, it was late for you, Fir'aun. It is only now you are declaring yourself as a Muslim? No. Today we will just save your corpse so that you will be a lesson. You will be ayah to those coming before you, after you. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us to hold fast this religion. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep us alive as good Muslims. May He take our lives as good Muslims. May He subhanahu wa ta'ala join us with the Anbiya wa Siddiqeen wa Salihin. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us aright. May He forgive us. May He subhanahu wa ta'ala solve our individual and collective problems. May He subhanahu wa ta'ala help our leaders and our country. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us aright. اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من شقاوة الدنيا والآخرة. اللهم توفنا مسلمين والحقنا بالصالحين. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد.